Testing, testing. Let's go. Okay. Hello. I don't remember how to stream. At all. Sorry if the audio sounds a bit messy. That's kind of what I'm hoping to... Well, it does say audio test stream. Nelf, hello. Yay. I don't remember how to stream at all. I'm so nervous I could die. I got heat stroke at the weekend. We're doing great. Yeah, hello. I'm Elise Neve, your snow elf from the Snow Kingdom. I don't remember what I'm doing. But yeah, so sorry if the audio's a bit messed up. My kind of idea of this stream is to vaguely chat. It won't be long because, well, A, I don't remember how to stream. B, I got heat stroke, and I was kind of... Yeah, so yesterday... How you say it? I've got a lot of fatigue still, and needing to consume 100 million litres of liquids. So it's like... Because I was in Kyoto at the weekend with some friends, and Jesus, God, it was so hot. It's so fucking hot in this country. It's so hot. I keep getting heat stroke warnings pop up on my phone. It's like, damn, yeah, and my AC's not working. Anyway, so yeah, yesterday I fully passed out. Like, I finished work at 7 PM. I fully just fell asleep at 8 PM, thinking, oh, I'll take a nap, and woke up at 4 AM, like, oh, okay then. Because of that, I think normally I'll probably be streaming a little later than this, kind of depends what works for people. But this was what I felt was best today, because, I have, yeah, I'm probably going to be very sleepy. But yeah, Japan's very, very nice. I moved to Japan since the last time I streamed. It is hell. Everything is... Well, it's not hell. I actually really fucking love it here. The weather is hell right now. Especially if you bear in mind I'm fucking snow. Snow doesn't like heat. Snow doesn't like heat at all. But yeah, right now, I got my audio set up, but via the medium of... How you say it? My microphone has a thing that connects it to the boom arm. So I got a boom arm, but the screws and, like, holder thing, I guess, they came with the mic. And they're gone. I don't know where they are. I remember packing them, but I've unpacked everything multiple times over, and they are gone. But there's nowhere I can find that sells you spares of that. Right, I've concluded I need to put a limiter on. That's something. I will put a limiter on. Because it keeps going red. Hopefully that helps. Anyway, but yeah, so my microphone, I couldn't find anywhere that you can buy the screws that connect it to the boom arm. So I've just got, like, Gorilla Tape. So my microphone is currently... So the boom arm is currently attached to my potentially quite flimsy desk I bought off Amazon. It's actually a good desk, if you ignore the bit where one of the drawers keeps falling out. It just lives on the floor now because it kept falling on my toe while I was at work and making my boss look at me like I'm strange when he hears a crash. But yeah, so I've got the boom arm, I've got the mic attached to the boom arm so I can't really change the angle of the mic by virtue of it's just Gorilla Taped on. But I can, like, move it up and down and stuff like that. And yeah, so, but how you say, but because, like, the mic's in a different position and I'm living in a... Okay, I need to deal with this. And I'm, like, living in a different place, so I've got different noise needs, I guess. I haven't done any of the audio setup, but I kind of want to do it while people can hear me, so that you can say, oh, I can't hear you over the BGM if you do that, or oh, you cut out if you do XYZ, or basically that sort of thing, because that means it's just a bit easier to test rather than me having to, like, speak into the mic, guess what I could say that could activate it, record myself doing it, listen to the recording, try and make... Basically, it'll just be a little bit easier if I... if you guys can just live comment. Or as live as the latency permits. But yeah, right now I have a noise gate on and that's about it. I hope you can't hear the trains. We'll find out, I guess, if I can make you not hear the trains. Google Meet is fine for it. They can't hear it at work. But sometimes if I'm sitting in the wrong part of my room when I'm in a meeting, or more specifically if I don't have my headphones on because the words. If I don't have my headphones on because they've got no noise cancelling, I can't hear myself talk because of the trains, because I live right next to a train line. Fine by me, my hearing's not great anyway, it's only a little annoying whenever I'm in a meeting. But I'm just hoping that it won't mess up my audio too bad. If you haven't heard any trains so far, that's good, I'm glad to know. Obviously I'm pretty sure they come more often than every 8 minutes, so you should, at least one should have passed. I have noise cancelling headphones on, so I wouldn't know right now. Okay, what did I previously have? I've got a noise gate, and then I've just disabled everything. I've just disabled everything that I have, except I re-enabled the limiter. I don't know if that's really helped, because I keep seeing the OBS has like a bar where it shows like green, yellow, red for the voice decibels, like voice levels. And ages ago, it just did it again. So ages ago I just kinda, I looked at like what level stuff should be at. And they're saying, okay, try and keep it in the yellow and keep your BGM in this part of the green and whatever. But if it like goes too high, it goes into red, and to my knowledge, if it goes into red, you cut out. So I might need to decrease my gain, because that just keeps going above. 2 seconds. Is that better? Test! Test! Okay, the second one there went red. We are testing my audio! That was mostly red, I guess. How did that sound? Did that cut out, or did it just sound a bit strange, or was it normal? I don't even know. Stop. I'm doing alright. What have I been doing? Well, yeah, obviously I moved to Japan. That's a thing I've been doing. It didn't cut out, it was quite loud. Okay, well, I did speak pretty fucking loud, so I guess that tracks, but yeah. Loud voice sound with static. Okay, I'll turn... If it's got static, that means I'll turn the gain down a bit again. Testing! Testing. Testing. Okay. I did louder than I would normally talk, and then I did, like, I guess about the highest range of what I would actually normally say, and it cut out on the louder, but it went red on the louder, but it didn't go red on the... It didn't go red on the, like, I am talking loudly one, so hopefully that's good. If it does start getting problematic. No static on that one. Okay, hell yeah. We'll keep that gain level then, because I don't want to go too quiet, or else you won't be able to, or else I'm going to have to modify the BGM levels, and so on. Thank you. Ugh. It must be kind of early for everyone, because yeah, Yeah, sorry, the one problem with moving to Japan is all of everyone who watched me is like NA in Europe. Thankfully I managed to get a place that, sorry, I was just looking at my eyes. Thankfully I managed to get a place that, like, my new desk has a bit more space on it, like, how do you there's a bit more space between me and my monitor now, where there's space, because I used to have, like, my camera, like, over my monitor, which is a bit of an awkward place because it means if I look down at all, it just kind of messes up the tracking. Against the large eyes, they'll be shrinking soon. I posted a bit on Twitter about this, but I'm making a new model because much as I love having enormous scary eyes, I kind of want to look a bit more normal now. So same character design and everything, but I'll have a new model. But I've finished the art for it, but I'm trying to rig it myself. Live 2D's hard. Live 2D's really hard. So I deem it will be worth it. But Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah. I might get Uma to give me some advice, because I know that Live 2D is hell, yeah. I might get Uma to give me some advice, because I know that he, a while ago, learned some Live 2D for a thing. So maybe he'll have some advice. But yeah, so the art's done. Ooh, it went red again. More normal. I am so normal. Right, okay, my game needs to go down. I am so normal. Okay, that didn't go red this time. I tried to replicate exactly what I just said that made it go red. I'm so normal. Oh yeah, what have I been doing? Yeah, just because, yeah, so I'm in Japan now. It's really good. This was totally not inspired by the concept of being normal. It's really, really good because I can go to all the events and stuff now. So there's like a meet and greet for holostars, and I was able to go to that. And there, so in the past however long since I streamed, I've got into Gakumas, like Gakuen Idolmaster, the one of the Idolmaster series, and there's been like I was in Kyoto the like weekend, which is how I got heat stroke, because some of my friends from Singapore came over, and I went to Kyoto to go see them. But there's like one of those like stamp rallies where you like walk around Kyoto and you go to different shops and stuff, and they give you stickers, and you scan a barcode in the store, and it gives you like a voice pack of the girls talking about being in the store you're in, and I've been loving that. I've just been loving the fact that I can go to things now, rather than being like, oh, that's a cool thing for a franchise that I enjoy, can't do shit about it because it's the United Kingdom. So yeah, so I've been really, really enjoying the fact I can just go places and do things. I got tickets for a thing in August. I guess for doxing reasons I can't say what, because technically tickets are still available. But I got tickets for a thing in August that I'm really looking forward to. Happy. So yeah, so it's really good. Being in Japan makes being completely very normal about media easier, because there's just more to be there. How you say? There's just more going on. There's just more here. I live in Tokyo. There's so much shit in Tokyo. I can order food at 4 AM and I can basically just get anything I want. Uber basically closed at 11 PM where I lived in the UK. Everything's insane. It's so cool. Being a big city is so cool. And I just love that I can just go to Kyoto and I can take a Shinkansen, and oh, Ekiben was really good. I got like a grilled grilled beef ekibento, and it was but yeah, the blah 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 blah. What was I saying? But yeah, I enjoy that I'm able to go and do that, and it's sorry, I forgot how to talk. I enjoy that I can just go to places and I can go to a Gakumasu stamp rally, and my Gakumasu Oshi is Lilia. I went and like I got. It was like a sticker gacha, so you went, you showed a barcode to the staff, they would scan it, they would give you a sticker, and I just got Lilia for all of my stickers in multiple different places across Kyoto. This is proof that she loves me, actually. What else do I have? Okay, so audio filters I have previously used on OBS, according to this list. Noise gate, that's on because I don't want you to hear my fan. Hopefully it isn't too audible. Limiter I put on, but I might have to modify it because it did not seem to be doing its job very well. Testing! Test! Test! Okay. I will never be speaking that loud because I'm scared of my neighbors reporting me, so okay. Okay, so that limiter. Okay, and then yeah, okay, that should be fine. Whatever that is. That says background noise, probably don't. This is a 3-band equalizer. That is a compressor, and this is a de-esser. Okay, how are my S's sounding? Can someone comment on the concept of S? Because I know that I have like, you can't see that on the model. I did not put that in the model, shockingly enough. But how do you say it? I have like a. It's not a big gap. I'm not like one of those like teenagers that needs braces from like a British high school TV show. But like, oh, what ones were there? Anyway, point is I have a tiny gap between my front teeth. Problem with that is that it means some air goes through whenever I say the letter, whenever I go like s and stuff. So I have a de-esser, but I don't currently have the de-esser active. So basically, are my S's being annoying? And if they are, I will mess around with this de-esser. And if they aren't, I will leave it alone because these things are really awkward to use. What if I put on the equalizer? What does that do? Did that change anything? You don't notice it at all. That's probably a good sign. I'll take that. It sounds a little air. Okay, I guess I can like... Okay, well, if I just re-enable the de-esser, does this make a difference, like in a positive or negative way, or does it not make a difference at all? I need to say stuff with a lot of S's so that we can actually test this. Because there's like multiple things that could be different. It could make me sound more muffled. It could just be cutting out the wrong bits, so it could make no difference at all. But if I just keep talking and saying stuff with the letter S in it, then maybe you'll... Because I can hear if... Well, I normally can't whenever I'm talking, but because I'm not normally focusing on it, but I can, like, think of... I can recognize the sound. You think it sounds the same? Okay, so if I close this interface, please close the interface. Open the interface. I just set it to the default, I guess. Set it back to default. How does that sound? I just put it back to the defaults because I don't know. Like, it's fine if it's a slightly airy S, I suppose, but I don't want it to be... It irritates me to no end whenever I'm, like, recording anything, so... Or, like, whenever I listen to my streams back, it drives me fucking insane. So I don't want to drive people insane, if I can avoid it. There's probably some element of insanity that I cause people anyway, but... I'm so hungry. Where? S. I will... Okay, you think it's better. Okay, the defaults might work then. At least, like, think it's better is better than, okay, that is obviously worse. So it's at least not a detriment if I keep it on. I've also got an equalizer on here. That I don't know if it's, like... make as much of a difference, so I guess if I activate an equalizer... I have now turned on an equalizer. This might make no difference, and might make some difference, and might make you want to explode, or it might just be normal. For as long as you can't hear the trains, I won't do anything more with background noise, because I can't imagine there's going to be, like, huge amounts of additional background happening at any point. Like, I live alone in a tiny-ass room, so unless, like, my upstairs neighbour starts punching the floor, there's probably not going to be any sounds that I'm not, like, pre-aware of. Then again, there was, like, that bird. There was a bird for a while, like, a couple of days, and it sat on my balcony and, like, cried. Like, if you imagine, like, if it sounded kind of enough like a baby, but, like, it obviously wasn't a baby because it was on my balcony and shaped like a bird. So it was just like, a bird if it was doing a really, really good impression of a human baby crying. And it was honestly kind of disconcerting. So I guess if it comes back, then you might, like, hear a weird hear a weird child in the background, but otherwise I don't imagine anything's going to be happening. I'm going to eat this sandwich. I bought, there's... Family Mart has a new, like, as of today, new mango and whipped cream sandwich. You know, like the fruit sandwiches, like the strawberry fruit sandwiches. Same cream, but it's, like, got mango... Is it just called jam if it's mango? I know if it's like a citrusy thing, it's marmalade. But it's got mango sticky liquid. Instead of actual mango slices or strawberries or anything like that. And it's got cream. So I bought that. I mean, it's also got bits of actual mango in it that's mostly jam. But I bought one of those earlier. I haven't eaten it yet, so I'm now going to eat a sandwich while I talk maniacally. You can tell I really do not remember how to stream. But I'm really glad thank you for coming. I don't know, it's just weird to... It's just weird to be here and be talking and... I don't know. Obviously, I've gone and been back a few times. What about a test for a lower voice? This feels suspicious somehow. What's a fucking low voice thing I can even do? I need to get better at fanza. Like, if someone asked my Oshi for a low voice, he would either complain at them or just immediately break into, like, perfect low voice fansa. And I'm just here like, what the fuck do I say? What's a deep voice? Fuck. Bleb, 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 bleb. Apparently some of those blebs didn't pick up, so I guess I blebbed lower than my noise gate. Good to know. Well, it's a big, big city and it's always the same. Can never be too pretty. Tell me a name. Well, it was picking it up at least. I wasn't like actually doing a particular tune or anything. I was just trying to go as deep as I can go. Because I guess it'd be, well, it's a big, big city and it's always the same. Can never be too pretty. Tell me a name, is it out of line? If I was to be bold and say, would you be mine? Yeah, I think that's about as deep as I can go for that. Don't fucking tusker me. It picks up apparently, so that's probably a good sign. I'm not really intending to do a karaoke again for a while, but you know what I've been fucking loving? Sounds a little on the BGM. Okay, so I guess that is actually mostly because I was going kind of quieter, but I guess if I like up the low tones a bit, then because I do go a bit quieter when I go lower. If I'm not like got BGM that I'm singing to, then I actually have no music on right now. I probably should, but then I'll get distracted and start just singing the whatever I'm listening to. And right now, like my current brain rot song is Gakuma's Rinami. Her image song is a song called Clumsy Trick, and I have been listening to that obsessively. So you'd basically just be getting me going just and not even talking if I put music on. But yeah, but I do, if I'm not singing to something, I tend to get quieter, and deeper I tend to get quieter, so I guess it's probably, but I've turned up low tones on the equalizer a bit, so hopefully. Well, it's a big, big city and it's always the same. Can never be too pretty. Tell me a name, is it out of line? If I was to be bold and say, would you be mine? That last bit was out of tune. Ignore that, but like, well, the equalizer on OBS thinks it was louder than the BGM, but I don't know how it actually sounds. We'll find out. Anyway, what was I saying? I remember talking about mango sandwiches. I remember talking about being bad at Fansa. I feel like I had a topic going on and then lost it. I built a shelf today. I bought a shelf like a month ago. And I was gonna tell something, love. What the fuck was I going to say? What was I gonna say? Food or something? Oh. Oh. Okay, I'll keep talking about shelves while I try and remember what I apparently love. World's most easily distracted elf. Yeah, a while ago, like a month or something, I bought a shelf, and it arrived broken. So I ordered a replacement shelf from a different place, and it arrived unbroken today. The parts are all heavy, and I have to build it on my own because I live on my own shelf. So, like I do have friends nearby, but they're like busy, and my like nearest by friend, like the one who lives in the same like town as me, was sick today, so I'm not just gonna be like texting them like, hi, you have a day off work today because you are literally ill, please come and help me build a shelf, because that seems disrespectful for people's health. But so I've been building a shelf on my own. It is doable, I'm just small and weak, so it's kind of a bit difficult occasionally, but The actual main thing has been I live in a really small room and it's a really big shelf, so obviously when it's built, it goes against the wall, so how long it is going upwards, and that's all fine. The issue is whenever my health hasn't been that great. Okay, minus the heat stroke, I'm actually doing fine right now. Obviously there's the aspects of like pint. Obviously, yes, I have a pint of health. I love watching people suffer typos. But yeah, my health recently has been, minus the heat, actually quite good. I had a situation where Japan does like annual health checkups for your health insurance. That I had been sick, like normal person sick, like I had a cold or something for a couple of days before. And therefore I hadn't eaten much. So I hadn't eaten much, and I went to get the thing and they took blood. So I fainted about it because it was like, but I felt so bad because they asked me before, like, they took my blood, oh, have you ever like had any like bad reactions to getting blood taken? The answer is no. Never before this have I ever had any issues. But I guess a combination of the fact the AC was kind of like, it was a hot day and I am not used to hot. I am not a hot person in multiple ways. But yeah, so I fully fainted. Like they were like measuring my waist as part of, they do some sort of like BMI and body fat percentage. I guess if you want to know my BMI, that's a thing I can tell you now. This was not a thing I could tell you before. But I'm also 3 centimeters taller than I thought I was. So that's also information that I did not have. But yeah, I felt really bad because I felt like I was lying because I fully just fainted, and they were like, are you sure you've never had any issues before? It's like, no, this is the first time I've ever had any. I'm not even scared of needles. Where Europeans were not built for high heat. Genuinely, exactly. Oh my god, it's so hot. The one good thing is AC exists. So if I'm not outside, it's much more survivable than British summer was, because if I was inside in British summer, it was hell. We're built for winter. I am a snelf. The snelf means wimder. Womder. This is what I am. I'm built for winter. I am not built for feels like 44 degrees. Ah! Anyway. It's so fucking hot. But yeah, my health's been fine. Minus fainting in a health check. My back, well, it's not been like good, but it turns out, because I got a futon rather than the bed, and it turns out sleeping on the floor is actually kind of good for me, because while I'm tense as shit a lot of the time, and I still have anxiety, obviously that hasn't like deleted itself. So obviously I am still tense quite a lot, and that's not great for my back, but a combination of sleeping on the floor seems to be better for me, and I have a bathtub. Baths are really, really good for my back because of muscle tension. Muscle tension kind of messes up my spine and back pain quite badly. So the ability to like think, oh, my back hurts, I will get in the bath and it will relax, and I will just... So I haven't actually... I think I've only had 2 days where I couldn't move from back pain since I moved here. Yeah, bath snelf, that's a mental image you have now. Hope you enjoy it. So yeah. So it's actually been genuinely pretty good. Health-wise. I've just been very busy with a lot of adjusting to weather, a lot of adjusting to work times. I finish work at 7 p.m, that sort of thing. Obviously I work from home, which makes it fine. But I've also been doing, because I do speak some Japanese. Or like, I understand Japanese very well, but my speaking is not very good. So I got a tutor for a bit to like kind of help me with my speaking, because my company meetups tend to be quite Japanese heavy and I wanted to be able to talk to them. But that meant that I wasn't really free in the evenings for a while, and just overall everything's a bit... I've been very, very busy more than anything else. And I didn't have a proper stream setup. But now I am much less busy in that my evenings exist, because, how do you say it? My evenings exist, basically. I tend to... My kind of routine right now is... I get up for work, do work, take a nap, because then I speak to some of my friends from the UK when they're home from work, which is about 2 a.m. my time. I do that most nights. On days when they're working from home, or they've got like, or it's the weekend or something, I'll talk to them at a more sensible time. But we've managed to get something that kind of works for me to get sleep and also get to talk to my friends regularly, so that's good. But previously it was like, it basically went wake up in the morning, work, nap, lesson. Well, it was actually lesson, nap, talk to friends, go back to sleep, and there just wasn't really any time. So now that the lesson thing's not there, and also now that I'm getting a bit more used to like timings and a bit more used to the weather, so I'm not just... minus the bit where I got heat stroke because I walked 10 kilometers in 44 degree heat. Overall, I have a bit more evenings now, so between... Well, obviously I need to make dinner, but like between about 7 and about 2 a.m. is a time I will be able to stream. Not necessarily for all of it, because I do need sleep. And stuff like that, but like, I live completely alone. I don't have evening, commitments anymore. Because I made it through the meetup, and now I don't have, like, the lessons and stuff anymore. And I'm just going to be, like, working on, like, studying in my own time, which is a thing I can do a bit more flexibly. So, streams should happen. I don't know how much I can commit to them happening, because I don't know how much I can commit to not getting heat, not dying of fucking heat again. But in general, it should be fine. I've just got more time now, and my health, like I say, is doing okay. Like, there's only so much you can... You're good with this? Hell yeah, okay. Obviously not everyone's going to be able to manage, because, like, it's... I mean, right at the start, I think it was, yeah, Doc Perrion, right at the start, says, like, I don't know if I can be around for a 7 a.m. stream, because it is really early for, like, some parts of America. I think it's like 5 a.m. right now. So, it's kind of awkward timing for the Americans. So, what I'll probably do is, like, I want to kind of have some sort of regular stream time. Like, whenever I did stream in the UK, it was always at like 8 p.m. 8 p.m.'s a bit awkward now because, again, I finish work at 7 and I need to do things. But I think... But yeah, I think that, like, between 9 and, like, 11 is a good time to start. Partly depending on... Unfortunately now, my stream slot is the same as my Oshi's. And my Ushi announces streams about an hour before they start. So that's the part I don't know what to do, because it's like, do I like give actual warning for a stream? Do I give warning for a stream and then miss his stream? Do I just watch his stream during my own stream like I'm like I'm Flair watching Ina? Do I just wait until he says whether he's streaming or not? At like 10 PM and then be like, hi, I'll stream tonight because Kageyama Shien is not streaming. I don't really know what to do there. Please shake my Oshi. There are so many reasons I want to shake my Oshi. But yes, I'll work something out for that. But in general, I think I'd be physically able to stream most evenings. I will not stream most evenings or I will get burnout from hell, but I will at least stream some evenings. I like my new job. Well, I say new job. I've been working in this same job since October. But I like this job more than my old one, and it's especially good now that I'm actually in the correct time zone, so I'm not starting work at 5 AM every single day. I start work at, like... Okay, so it's technically... I say I finish work at 7 PM. I actually normally finish about 5:30, because we have to work 9 hours. Well, 8 plus 1 hour unpaid lunch. So 9 hours, effectively. But we have to work 9 hours. And as long as that covers 10 AM to 4 PM, the rest of it can be, like, wherever. So, normally people start at 10 AM, but there's nothing stopping you starting earlier. So depending on, like, when I wake up, like, today I woke up at 4:30 in the fucking morning. So I just kind of chilled and cleaned my house for a bit, because my house needed cleaned. And I made curry at 5:30 AM. Curry udon is, like, my comfort food, and one of the easiest things on the planet to make. So I make a lot of curry and, like, curry rice or curry udon. But I made curry udon at 5:30 AM because I'd intended... Oh, I will take a nap last night. I'd intended I'll take a nap, and then when I wake up, I will make dinner. Kind of expecting to fall asleep for an hour, not for, like, 8 hours. Well, I guess it's a good thing. Sleep is good, right? Woke up at don't remember mood, actually. But yeah, so I kind of cleaned my house for a bit and then clocked in at 8:30 this morning. So I finished work at 5:30 today. But usually I kind of be like, the time I will, like, more regularly be finished at is 7, because it's more standard. Like, my manager starts work at 10 type thing, and I'm not going to start work early. Like, I'm not going to wake up with the intent to start work early if I can start work at 10 AM. So I only clock in early if I am awake already and, like, well, I may as well be working. I get more evening later. I mean, it's like my thermometer, because it's not that hot in here right now because my AC is currently in a mood where it functions. So it's 21.5 degrees and 55% humidity, which is currently actually fine. But I'm still kind of in the post... The thing that you kind of get with, like, heat stroke, heat exhaustion, is your body gets really fucking hot. And not in the horny way, not in the good way, just in, my body is quite physically warm. Eat up dinner. Ooh. Chocolate Goat's chili actually sounds good. I wonder... I haven't had dinner yet tonight, so I will just be kind of eating more of the curry udon I made. I was gonna say yesterday. I made at 5:30 this morning. It's probably gonna be my dinner, but right now I'm eating a mango sandwich. But yeah, like Moses says, it's hard to. If they let me, I'll start at 5 to leave at 15. Yeah, pretty much like that. Pretty much like that. I have. I prefer finishing earlier. Obviously, more evening. But I hate waking up in the morning. So if. So I'll always clock in early if I'm awake anyway. But I don't think anything could get me out of bed if I wasn't already awake. So my alarm every morning is at 9:30. And then I'll wake up, vaguely become a human, and clock in before 10. But yeah. But anyway, the thing I was saying, Miles, I assume? Miles says, it's hard to cool down after heat exhaustion, so you get, like... My body's just physically very hot, so even though it's not actually hot in here right now, I feel, like, hot. So fucking hot. Hand fans have been good. Hand fans are my god now. Like the electric ones that you can just point at your face and blast you with cool air. Because one of my, like, worst experiences is the lift down from my apartment to the front door is like... If they set a hellfire in there, I don't think it would get any hotter. It's warm. It's really fucking warm in that fucking elevator. I don't like it. So I've been bringing a hand fan with me to go to the company to get my lunch. Not even necessarily, like, it's useful outside, but it's not even necessarily because I need it outside, because my nearest company is only like 30 seconds away. It's not... I would be fine going outside without a fan. But the lift? No. Can't survive that. I've been bringing a fan to go get lunch just so that I don't die in the elevator. Oh, turkey mint. I like turkey mints. I don't use it enough. Using what? I don't even know what type of meat it is. I think it might be like beef, maybe. Whatever it is, there's a particular, like, meat that they sell in my local supermarket that I really, really like in curry. I've been eating a lot of that. Oh, we got a head massager, so now I am head massaging myself because I just started. This head massager is really, really good for, like, when your brain goes, for when your head, like, your scalp starts feeling super tense. How did I go brain, head, scalp? I love head massagers so much. I also really love, I don't know how many of you have seen the Holostars puppets. I guess I'll put a link in the chat. See, I don't know how many of you have seen these, but they're puppets, like hand puppets, and I have the Shein one, obviously. So I just kind of sit him on top of my head massager so that he looks like a spider. And it's really fucking funny. Like, imagine like Lalabarina, but it's a puppet on a head massager. It looks really funny. But the puppets are so fucking cute. I also really like that for some reason, like, none of them have bottom eyelashes except for specifically Chien. But yeah, but the puppets are like ridiculously cute. One time they did a like casino video, but they just have, but it's like the guys at the casino, but because obviously they can't show their faces or anything, they're just using their puppets. Have you seen the Omocat Hololive plushies? Pretty sure, but I will look up. I've seen all the plushies, I just don't know which specific ones were the Omocat ones. Oh yeah, I've seen those. I've seen those. I really like the new, like, the hololive, like, summer paradise or whatever they've actually called it. The new artworks that they put out, like, the other day. I love Bae's hair. I love Bae's hair and swimsuit. I remain a promise Oshi to the end, even if everything happens to that gen. But God, my first ever, like, time that I met my company, I casually mentioned, like, while we were drinking at one point, that I, like, watched, like, hololive and holostars. And one of my coworkers who I hadn't actually spoken to at all since he interviewed me for the position was just like, yeah, I've had a day. My Oshi just announced she's graduating today. Like, it was the day Mume announced her graduation. And he apparently, like, we were sitting in a fucking long-ass boring presentation. And he was just checking Twitter because he couldn't watch the announcement stream, but obviously it was very, very clear what it was going to be. So he was just sat there knowing that his Oshi was announcing grad and unable to watch it. It was a fucking company meetup. Yeah, Jen feels kind of cursed. I will continue to support my actual hololive Oshi is still there. But God, it hurt so bad to hear her crying after Mume went. Yeah. But yeah, so it's basically... But yeah, but I really like the swimsuit designs, even if... I mean, I don't really watch Advent, but they all look kind of like they're wearing, like, BDSM leather, which wasn't really what I was expecting. But hey, you do you. They look like Hot Limit. Like, they look like Hot Limit. It was just not what I was anticipating. I think, actually, I don't know if any of them... Maybe it was Nerissa. Like, they look like Hot Limit, and I thought that first. But then I'm pretty sure it was Nerissa actually said, yeah, it's inspired by Hot Limit. I think I missed it. Let me find it. Or if I just type Nerissa Ravencroft Hot Limit, then you'll... there it is. Everything should be inspired by Hot Limit, this is true. Here you go. So this is Nerissa's tweet about it. But you can see all of the things. But, like, seriously, Advent do not look like they're wearing swimsuits. Everyone else is like, that is a swimsuit. And then Advent is just like, that is, something's going on there. And it ain't swimming. But yeah, but literally as soon as I saw them, I thought, what the fuck, why are they dressed like Hot Limit? And then it turns out that, according to Narissa, like, later on, she was like, actually, yeah, that was the intention. Okay, you know what, you do. I respect that. Hot Limit outfit. Like Val says, everything ever should be inspired by Hot Limit. If I go to my Twitter right now, my entire Twitter right now is Gakamas Nuis. Gakamas Nuis, the Blue Archive event rerun in Japan right now is the Rabbit Squad Summer. So that. More Nuis. Uzaha for some reason, who I do not watch, but fair enough. Blue Archive Iori. A tiger? Except also not a tiger. Whatever's happening here. Gakamas. Marine waving her ass at the camera. Mostly just Gakamas. With a random interjection for Kuzaha and some holostars. But yeah, but one time when I woke up, I just got blasted with Hot Limit Narissa, and it's like, hey. I mean, Narissa's got really good boobs, so at least, like, he suits it. But, Jesus Christ. Fiori's looks a bit more normal, I guess. Fiori's looks more like it's made out of, like, swimsuit material. Makoko is staring into my soul in a way I don't like. I'm just looking at this picture again, sorry. Ugh. How is the audio at the moment, by the way? I've been talking, like, relatively normally for a bit, so I guess if anything got picked up, then people might have noticed. It's very, very pretty audio. I've got noise gate, 3-band equalizer, de-esser that we at least think did something, and a limiter on. What happens if I do that? Maybe something, maybe nothing. Yeah, I'll keep today's stream short because I am really fucking sleepy. But I'll try and stream again soon. Maybe doing something actually real. Audio good. Makoko deserved a white dress like Gen 5. Legit though. Legit. I mean, like, she suits what she got, but damn. What can I play? I've just been, like, trying to think what I could play on stream. I guess I could play Gakamas on stream. That's a thing you can do. I was thinking of trying... You know how the entire universe right now is playing the Haunts game? I'm tempted to try it because I like some of the horse designs, but I actually know very, very little about Uma Musume, so mostly everything I can get so far is... I really like Goldship. She's so fucking stupid. I'm really, really considering playing the Haunts game because of how funny Goldship is. I'll have to find, what do you call it? I'll have to find an APK for the global version because I'd obviously not want... The problem with, like, I could stream Gakamas, but I am an English VTuber, and Gakamas doesn't have a global version. I play it in Japanese. It's a Japanese-only game. So unless I'm going through and, like, live translating everything, I don't know how good it would be to watch. But so if Uma Musume, if I can get the APK for the global version, then I can actually play, like... It's actually got really similar gameplay to Gakamas, kind of amusingly. But I could probably start that, because I kind of want to play... I think... Not that I... Like, Gold Ship is insane and I love her. It's on Steam. Is it on Steam here? Is the thing? Because, like, Blue Archive is on Steam, but only the global version. And therefore I can't install it. Yak Umas. Weirdly, multiple people have made that same pun at me while trying to convince me to play Uma Musume. But yeah, I think I'll, like, probably just get an APK or something is probably the easiest way of doing it. Like, I can stream it through, like, an emulator or something, but I don't think I can, like, regularly get the global version. I can get the Japanese version, fine, but not global, and that's the one in English, so it's the one I would rather stream so that people can, you know, understand what I'm doing without me having to physically translate. Also, because global's literally just started, it'll be a bit easier to get into, because I'm not, like, starting a game super late, you know? So I think that would be a good idea. As far as I can tell from, like, friends who are into it, Gold Ship is insane and I love her to pieces. I really like that they made it because the actual horse is just kind of a weirdo. Like, I love the inspiration they take from the real horses and how much, like, attention they put into the real horses. And how insane Gold Ship is. But then I also... Silence Suzuka? The quiet orange girl? I really like from, like, the bits I've seen. And then, I haven't watched any of the anime for fuck knows how long. But, what's it called? But yeah, another character that I think the characters that I'm most expecting to like from what I've seen of them, I guess, are the crazy scientist one, Gold Ship, Silence Suzuka, and Satono Diamond. We will actually we'll find out if I do actually play. But yeah, I was thinking of maybe doing that on stream, because that could be interesting. And then there's other games that I've started and not played, or there's other stuff, or there's, like, I could draw again. That's a thing I can do. There's plenty of stuff we can do. But yeah, I'll try and get into... streaming again a little bit, as long as my audio sounds alright for now. That was the main thing. The main thing I wanted to get out of this stream was I wanna graduate from school. Oh, cool! Congratulations. Oh, it's been a while since I've done that. Is this like, I know in America they say school for, like, both, so, like, is this like university / college or, like, high school? Either way, congratulations. But yeah, the main thing I wanted to get out of this stream was to see everyone again, or as many everyone. I really, really appreciate you all showing up, like, at all, after fucking months of vanishment, but also at a new time. Because this is, like, it's currently, what, 2 PM in the UK? Which is not a time I ever streamed on a fucking weekday. So I really, really appreciate people showing up. Sectized German. Ooh, very cool. Well, congratulations. What's the song? Congratulations, or celebrations. Something like that. So yeah. I'm also, I'm working on learning how to rig a new model. So I'll have slightly less creepy eyes soon. That would be pretty based. But in general, thank you so much for coming at all, and also at a weird time. It's really, I really am happy to see you again. If you're new here, I don't know your soul. I mean, I'll still be able to stare at you. I will still be staring into your soul in spirit, but I'll be staring into your soul with slightly more typical eyes. Like, I don't know, like, Shiori doesn't have giant eyes, and she can still stare into your soul just fine. So it's a thing that can be done, and I will be staring into your soul, believe me. But for now, exactly, exactly. Those emojis are me. The just two eyes face. Where's my tracker? Where's my camera? Is this staring? Maybe. Anyway. So yeah, so I will exist. I'm making a model. Thing I was saying, if you're new here, I don't know if anyone's new here. No one in chat is new, but like, if you're lurking and you're new, please subscribe. Like the video, all of that stuff. Thank you for coming. I just bowed to my computer, so you know I mean it. Like, I've been bowing so much that I instinctively bow now. But yeah, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you a lot. I will be back soon. Like I say, I have evenings now, and in which, to be honest, I don't, unless I've got like an explicit plan, like go to a Blue Archive event, or go buy something, or go out to get food. Like, unless I've got like a specific thing planned. In general, I don't have that much to do in evenings, which is nice for chill reasons, because it's been really busy few months with moving. But I'm now relatively settled. Not got my evenings filled with lessons. I do need to set myself back up and better, like self-study and so on. But anyway, I guess I could do Japanese study streams. That's a thing I could do, even if it'll just be me trying to remember my Yankee, and getting distracted. But yeah, I'll be back sooner than in 3 months' time, or however long it was this time. I can't say exactly how often or when or anything, but I can say I will be back soon, more than 0 times in the next 3 months. And that's gotta count for something. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you more than I can. I am bad with words. I appreciate you more than I could really express in words, but I hope you know that you're loved. I've been Elise Neve, your snow from the Snow Kingdom. I have lost my mouse, so I don't know where to find my ending screen. Thank you very much. Stay snowy. Good night. Wahoo!